So here is the most powerful thing I learned on my own spiritual journey. Good morning, my friends. It is I, John, here in the fabulous John of New living room, not the studio. I hope you're doing well as I sit here and drink my mug of coffee. I love myself. I love myself. I don't hate myself. I don't think I'm a bad person. I think that I'm proud of the work that I do. I watch people every day become empowered, stepping into their own power, and I love the fact that I get to be a part of that with those people that I'm working with. The most powerful lesson I learned on my own spiritual journey is that I am the pinpoint of creation. You know, in this world there are negative people, and those negative people always see a negative world because within their world they've chosen to believe the world is negative, and they see a negative world. My world is filled with love and laughter and joy. My love is filled with compassion and excitement and the love of coffee. I am the pinpoint of creation of my life. I am. The most profound lesson I ever learned was that my present moment of I am, not I was or I will be, I am, is the most powerful moment of all creation. Because my belief about my I am moment is the experience I will experience next. Whatever I believe about the now will be my outcome. I can go through the world knowing that I'm creating my experience. I can see someone who's creating a less than joyful experience, and I can offer them an off-ramp, and most of the time they'll take it because they don't know that they're just responding to stimulus rather than being in the creative moment of I am. I am struggling. I hate my job. My husband's a jerk. I have a jerky husband, right? or my wife is so mean, right? It means I am possessing a mean wife. I am possessing a mean husband. I am. Sometimes the I am is implied. The I am is just a belief statement. And when you say something negative and you put something negative out into the world, you're declaring that negative thing as part of your experience. And to come back to the present moment of I am and know that I can just simply release. I also understand that in that I am moment that everyone that I'm working with or dealing with or experiencing is creating their own I am. And sometimes you can't help them. Now, of course, being an empathic person myself, I find that in those moments, I struggle with the real desire to help. And I got to let that go. I did a private session with someone just the other day, and she wanted me to tell her that the world's going to be better for her. I am not a prophet. I'm not someone who's going to tell you your future. I'm not going to read your past life experiences. I'm not going to validate your past life. In this moment, each one of us is creating. And when I'm dealing with someone across on one of my sessions, in my Zoom sessions, I can only go as far as they will allow themselves to believe. And I had one just the other night that was actually very heart-wrenching for me personally. I had a woman who I knew I could help if she would just step into the process and meet me halfway. She was explaining some things to me, and she said, I was explaining to her that her addiction to alcohol was simply medicating her fears. And I was trying to show her that she didn't have to medicate the fears. She could release the fears without the alcohol. And I said, just take a second, just exhale. She said, hold on. She turned off her camera. She comes back on. She said, I exhaled. I said, did you have a drink? She said, yes. No matter what I did, no matter what I was saying, She was not willing to step into her role of creation. She was choosing to let alcohol be the rule of her life. Now, in that situation, I can't I can't help her because she's not willing. She's not willing to help herself. If you really want to break free and move forward in life, then and you reach out to somebody for help, you have to bring yourself to that equation because you are the pinpoint of creation in your life. The most important lesson I've ever learned in my life is that I am a creator. Joshua said, "Ye are gods," right? I believe that. I believe that our experience of life is a direct product of our belief. And those direct products of belief are shown to us in the illusion of the world around us. Why do I say it's an illusion? Because everything you see is atoms, including your eyes. Everything you see is atoms, including your eyes. And Einstein literally said that atoms are nothing but an energy event in motion. Everything you're looking at is an illusion. Everything. This is the image of God, and we are created in God's image. When your eyes are open, you're seeing God. When you are feeling the expression of life in your world, you are having a conversation with God. God speaks in feelings, not thinkings. The thinkings are of the mind of man. God speaks in feelings. Something feels negative to you, you can either choose to grab a hold of that and say, okay, it's negative, or you can say, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I am creating a loving, joyful world. And you can create that around yourself. But it all comes down to you. No one's going to do it for you. You have all the power in the world, all the power. It's all in your fingertips right there. And all you have to do is choose and believe. The universe takes care of everything else. Your job is not to figure out how. Your job is to choose and believe. God, universe, consciousness, yada, yada. It gives you the how through the illusion of belief around you. Your job is only to believe. Take actions upon that belief, sure. Thought, word, and deed are supportive of belief. If you believe something, then you would do something, right? If you believe you're going to have a whole bunch of people over for dinner, you're going to prepare the table for dinner, right? If you believe you're going to live in a loving world, then you just start living in a loving world. You are the pinpoint of creation. And it's the greatest lesson you can give to yourself, is to understand you are the creator of your life. And when you step into that role and you start to realize that you can choose to live a loving life. People ask me all the time why I'm not a millionaire. I said, why would I need to be? It's just a number. I've done more things than most people do in 10 lifetimes. I've been all over the world. I've been with movie stars. I've worked with top fight directors. I've been a college professor. I've done more things than most, an entertainer, right? I've done more things than most people do in 10 lifetimes. Why would I need to be a millionaire? That's just a power play number, right? If I wanted to be a millionaire, I would, but I don't see the need. I don't see the reason. I'm living an amazing life. And that's just it. We don't have to suffer to the stimulus of the world. We can choose to be an action hero in life instead of a reaction zero. We can be in this moment now and understand we are creating what happens around us because we literally think it into existence. It's a matter of being very clear about what you think about this precise moment. And if you get very clear about what you think about this precise moment, you will start to realize that your belief about this moment is creating the next. And that's the most powerful thing I've learned in all of my years of spiritual quest. And I stopped questing because of it, because now I'm just living it. And that's works for me. I'm not asking you to believe what I believe, but I will tell you it worked really well for me. So I hope that works well for you as well. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.